Good evening, everybody. It's Stephen Alson. I'm joined with Andy Tate. This is Full Time Devils, and this is live reaction. We've got the team news just in. That is the team. We've got Romero in net, a back four of that fella Varela. Michael Carrick, who's captain in the side tonight. He's in centre half in place of Mike Smalling with Blind, and Joe Riley is getting his first start as a United player. We've got Schneiderlin and Herrera in midfield with Lingard, Mata, Memphis, and that man Marshall up front. On the bench, as we bang the drum for this week, we've got Rashford, Pereira, Love, McNair, Poole, Rojo, and Joel Pereira. It's about as good as we could go, I reckon. Andy, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Matt Busby said once, let the kids play, and we definitely got the kids in tonight.
Let the kids play. Now, if you've not seen much of Joe Riley, and I don't think you got really a lot of opportunities to see him on Monday night against Shrewsbury, the guy is tenacious, the guy is dogged, and the guy's going to bring a lot of energy to the team. Midtjylland are going to look to hit us on the break. They're going to look to soak up a lot of pressure, and they're going to try and exploit us being in their half. Now, someone with a lot of pace like Joe Riley could be key to that tonight, because if you look at centre-half, you're not thinking Carrick and Blind are going to be able to chase back anything that goes over the top, are you? So you're looking at the pace really coming from Varela and from Riley. Off the bench, are we going to see Marcus Rashford, do you reckon?
Why not? Why not? They're all playing this. They've all give him a game. Why not?
Well, he is. Him and Regan Poole are the only two that are in the team that are on debuts. So there's potential we could see both of those, and even more players that Louis van Gaal has given debuts to. Incredible for our youth academy. If you're just joining us, please stick in some questions in the comments, and we will answer them live as they get read out to us. So if you're watching live, please stick some comments in, and we will do our best to answer those that we get. If you're just joining us, the team news for tonight against Midtjylland, we're going with Romero in net, back four of Varela, Carrick, who's the captain, alongside Blind, Riley, Schneiderlin and Ander Herrera, Lingard, Mata, Memphis and Martial. Schneiderlin and Herrera is a funny one for me, because I don't think we imposed ourselves with Ander Herrera and Schneiderlin against Shrewsbury. I thought Herrera was a little bit on the periphery. I thought Schneiderlin did okay, but you're looking for those two. They're two talented midfielders, two expensive midfielders to really grip hold of a game. I didn't think they did that. What do you reckon they're going to offer tonight?
Well, they got it's the only strong midfield we've got at the moment. They have to stand up and be counted tonight, and it is a strong midfield with what we got, with who we're missing, and that, which Schweinsteiger and Carrick at fullback, and yes, yeah, a lot of money, a lot of money.
People are saying that Blackett or Poole should have started. What do you think about that?
Blackett or Poole should have started is one question we're getting. Blackett's on loan at Celtic, so I'm not sure that he would have come through. Where would you have seen Regan Poole starting ahead? Who's he starting ahead of there? He's not going to be starting at right back. He's not going to be starting at centre half ahead of Carrick or Blind. I do think that we lacked a little bit of experience in the back line last week against Midtjylland, so I'm happy that Carrick is in centre half. I don't really like playing players out of position generally, but I think you need a bit of leadership at the back when you're going to lose that with Chris Smalling not being there. So I don't see where Regan Poole plays ahead of us there. What do you think?
I don't see the squad tonight is stronger. It's all we've got, and we've just got to go with it. Even with the injuries that are coming back, Valencia, I could see Valencia playing full back in the next couple of games. Rojo's coming back, which is positive. For Sunday, we could use him Sunday.
Van Gaal sort of alluded to he's going to get about 20 minutes at the absolute most. So you would have thought Rojo's going to be coming on at some stage. I would have thought probably at centre-half for Carrick or Blind, just to keep it fresh, because obviously he's a bit pacier than those two, and as the game wears on, we might be a bit more susceptible to getting hit on the break. The rest of the subs there, I do want to see Andreas Pereira come on at some point, probably for Lingard or Memphis, maybe even for Mata in the middle. If he's thinking about Arsenal, he's probably going to take Mata off, isn't he? So you might see him there at number 10. Rashford, again, like Riley, for those who don't really know Rashford's very similar. He's like Tevez. He will chase everything. He's phenomenally fast. And if I've got one criticism, is that he's so fast that he loses composure a little bit. He will burst forward with the ball into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, and sky it, because he just doesn't seem to have. He doesn't seem to have that composure in front of the goal. That is the only thing he's lacking over. His sort of desire tonight might be what we're after. So again, with the team news, Romero in goal, obviously. Varela, Carrick at centre-half and the captain. Blind and Riley makes up the back four. Midfield two of Schneiderlin and Ander Herrera. Lingard, Mata, Memphis, that attacking three with that man Marshall up front. Marshall up front tonight again. He looked pretty good against Midtjylland last week, I thought. And he looked even better against Shrewsbury without getting on the score sheet. Do you think he can be the difference for us tonight?
He's all we got, and he has to be the difference tonight. It's all we got, and he's up front, and he's doing well. And he scored last week. So, yeah, he's doing all right.
I think he could be the difference for us tonight, and we are going to need him to step up. There's not very many senior players there. You would hope for Mata. Questions. Do we think Carrick can do the job at centre-back? Andy, what do you reckon?
Been there, done that, bought a T-shirt, he's done it. So
Midtjylland, alle, alle. Oh, Midtjylland, alle, alle. Oh, Midtjylland.
Who does he spot? Hey, look, it's Adam!
Hi guys.
That's
Sorry,
the team.
I've seen the team. I've been tweeting and stuff while I've been walking down, so I've been speaking to some guys.
All right, okay.
William's back.
What was he talking about then? We were talking about Michael Carrick at centre half. I actually do. He's not going to look like Franz Beckenbauer, is he? Let's face it. But I think he can easily do a job in terms of leadership and calming down. He's got a very young centre line with him, and he's also got Blind, who's not a centre half. So Carrick's job there tonight is to marshal that line. Not really to be the best centre-half the world has ever seen. His job's going to be more a communication and organisation role, and I'm happy for him to do that.
People are happy with the team on Instagram.
All right, do you want to start talking to the people?
It's up to you, really. You've got the mic in it. I don't know how to do this.
You're the lead man. Very important question.
Another question.
Are we all feeling horny?
I'm
honey,
feeling.
honey, honey.
Oh shit.
So honey, honey.
Oh god. Yeah, I like the team. I'm happy with that. The same front six. Wow, midfield 2, front 4 as against
That's 6, that.
Shrewsbury.
4.
Yeah, but
Plus 2.
front 6, I said. The midfield 2 isn't front, is it? It's in the middle. And you know what people like in YouTube comments, don't you? But the midfield 2 and the front 4, I'm happy with that. I wanted to see that against Arsenal, though. So are we going to see that in consecutive days? That'll be interesting. Andreas Pereira.
That's the
now,
only difference I would
he's
have
not
gone with.
starting today. Andreas Pereira needs to start on Sunday, in my opinion. I'll tell you why, yeah. He's one of the best talents we've had to come through this club. I think he's more talented than the likes of Jesse Lingard, with all due respect. I think Jesse's fantastic. I love him to bits. But Andreas Pereira is a player like Paul Pogba that you very rarely... Paul Pogba, that very rarely comes along. You know what I mean? And I think we need to give him the platform to perform. Against Arsenal, we're not in a title race. We can poop on their parade. But I think giving him the platform like that and trusting him in a game like that would push him on. But that's looking towards Sunday. I'm happy with this team. Michael Carrick at centre-half. He's comfortable there. And Riley's got a new start. You said that.
Riley's got a start. And what else did I say?
Rashford on the bench.
Rashford on the bench. I do want to see him come off.
Think about Herrera's small amount of game time.
Herrera's small amount of game time. What do we think? Well, to be honest,
Game and he started today.
he has, but over the course of the season, he's not played a lot. And do you know what? As much as we banged the drum for him last season, when he's been given the opportunity, he's not grabbed it this season. I don't know what's up with him, but he's been a vanilla version of himself, I reckon. What do you reckon, Andy?
Yeah, he has gone backwards a bit, but you don't know what it is. It's a confidence thing or...
Confidence, it can be game time, it can be lack of consistency in his position. He played him on the right, we've played him at number 10, we've played him now back in this holding midfield too. I think he's got the energy to be able to do that, but he didn't stamp his authority on the game against Shrewsbury. How do we expect him to do it against the team tonight? These are not coming to attack here tonight. They are going to sit on their penalty box and go, shoot from distance. Let's see what you got. What do you reckon?
I think Ander Herrera's quality. Everyone knows what I think about Ander Herrera. I think as a midfield, one of the midfield 2, I think he needs to be the furthest one forward. With Schneiderlin, that's always nice to see. In European games, it's completely different. I think against Shrewsbury, where it's more, you know, a lot of their players will run around like a headless chicken. You can kind of drag yourself down to that level a little bit. But he needs to perform better week in, week out for United to keep his spot in the team. But saying that, I think he's a player that we can build our team around. When we're looking at the likes of Schneiderlin, Herrera, Martial, Memphis, these are players that could potentially be here for 4 or 5 years. So I don't mind seeing a little bit of roughness in his play because we can iron that out of him, hopefully, and get him better and get him playing more regularly.
Well, tonight, for tonight, I'm happy to see him in the team because obviously we've not got a great deal of options to not see. I wouldn't want to see him out of the team, but tonight he's got to stamp his authority on this game. He's got to step up at some point and own a game and take it by the scruff of the neck and be a central midfielder for Manchester United. You've got some pedigree behind you, haven't you, and some history of players that have worn the shirts in the centre of that field. And you've got to look to those, and you've got to try and replicate those. People talk about the number 7, the number 11 shirts being something to fill, but it doesn't matter about what the number is on your back. The fact is you're in a position for Manchester United, and at central midfielder, United have always had solid midfielders, from Bobby Charlton to Brian Robson to Roy Keane and Scholes, and Owen Hargreaves, and others. It's
Owen
about...
Hargreaves is quality. Owen Hargreaves is quality when we had it.
He was quality when we had him.
The team again is Romero in goal, Riley,
Varella's on the right,
Varela.
we've got Riley on the left, Carrick and Blind at centre-half, Schneiderlin and Herrera in the middle, Mata in the hole, and we've got Lingard on the right with Memphis on the left and Marshall up front. And a bench is Joel Pereira, Andreas Pereira, Poole, Rojo, Rashford, and...
Donald Love.
That's not bad.
We've got someone back here that hasn't been here in a while. William, what's happening? Good to see you. Where you been hiding and how you doing and what you're making of Man United at the moment?
I've looked at the predictions. Well, I've not. Well, I've looked at the final scores and things, and I thought Lou Van Gaal needs to go. But the one thing I have seen, like now, since Rooney has dropped, since Rooney's took that injury to him, I think I've seen the team drop a few levels. I think Rooney is like the person that they all bond off now that he's the captain, because he's been there probably the longest in the squad. So I think we've dropped since Rooney's gone.
Hold it right to your face, yeah. And what you're thinking about today, who you're looking forward to seeing, what's going to happen in the game, what's your predictions, are we going through? William, talk to the people. You've been away for a while, man.
I think
You can't hold it.
I think today I'm really looking forward to see what Joe Riley's made of, because he's come from the youth system, and I know we do have a very good youth system. We're going through, and it's a 1 or 2-0 win.
1-0, yeah? 2-0.
Yeah.
Who's scoring?
Martial, top left bangers.
Top left bangers.
Yeah.
All day. Cheers, mate. Right then, lads, score prediction time.
3-0 for United, I hope.
I think Memphis and Marshall are going to shine today. Shine bright like a diamond. What do you think?
Don't ever quote song lyrics on air again.
I wasn't.
Right, I think it's going to be 2-0 with a seriously nervy, edgy last 5 minutes.
I'm saying 3-4-0 United. Someone's getting dicked and it's Midtjylland. Anyway. Are they? Shit, I shouldn't have said that, innit?
Or swear, either.
Oh, twice. Sorry. Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils. We'll have plenty more stuff coming your way. Check us out on Snapchat, FT Devils, Twitter at Full Time Devils, Instagram, all that stuff. Yeah, we're going to win, apparently. 4-0. See you later.